This is Peter. So I'm going to show you how to use the software. So I got here your three customers, Blake, Carol, and Steve. So for Blake, he's going to use the demo, the Viking paddle, and then he's going to purchase for $209. Carol Fraza, she's going to string it up and then ask for cushion. And then Steve is going to string his racket and then buy a case of pen balls. Okay, so here I set it up, some stuff that I didn't have the information, like what's the tension, what was the price value, what kind of strings they use, how many tennis cans Steve bought, but I'm just going to assume a certain amount. Okay, so first of all, I'm pretty sure I don't have all these items here, so I'm just going to set it up first. It's going to take a while to set it up. You just, whenever you're doing catalog, it takes a little bit of time. You can do an import as well if you want, or I can set it up for you. It's quite easy. So in case you just want to skip it over, just skip the video towards the middle, and then you see where I start actually doing all the input. Okay, so let's go over here. You have paddle rackets. So I go over catalog, categories, and I'm going to create, actually let me create the brand, which is called Viking. So brands, add new brand called Viking, save. Then we go to categories. Let's create a new one called paddle rackets, and it's going to have the brand Viking. There's no sizes, I guess it's standard. I'm not sure how it goes in sizes. Save. Alright, so I'm going to create the first product here. Products, add a new product from paddle rackets, Viking. It's standard model, I guess. I don't know what color. Gonna put a standard, size standard. Add the product here. You have it in stock. I don't know. I have maybe 5, and it's for 209. Okay, save. Go back to list. So this product is already available for purchase. Sensation. So we go to products. We're already here. Sorry, and then I wanted string, and it's sensation. Sensation. So let's say sensation 16. And let's say you carry a reel, so we're gonna register as half a set, and then you probably can do 20 rackets, so 40 half a sets. And the price here, I said it's $10.95 is for the set. So let's say it's like $5.50. Okay. And if you sell the set, you could say it's in stock and so forth. Well, let's go back to the list. The other one is head Hydrosorb. So let's go over here. It's cushion and reset, actually, right? It's cushion Hydrosorb. Nope, we don't have it. So we can reset this guy. Let's see what we have under head. Maybe a register number. See, Hydrosorb. Hydrosorb grip. Let's say it's the comfort. And then let's say you have in stock single unit, I guess it's black. You have 5, and each one it's $4.95. $4.95. Save back to list. Here it said hybrid poly and synthetic gut, so I'm gonna consider as MSV, and then let's say here, I don't know, rinse, synthetic gut. That's a bit different. So let's look for these guys. Let me reset, and then I said this MSV, right? So brands MSV. Ooh, that's, I don't know, CoFocus. Okay, let me just write it down here. Yeah, that's the one we're going to use. And let's say you have the reel in stock. Let's say it's I have all sorts of colors here. Let's say it's the blue one. You have 20 a reel for 20 rackets, so 40 half a set, and $7.90. I don't know, $4. Okay. Save back to list, and then print synthetic gut. That's right here. Prints, strings, synthetic gut. Ooh, it's gonna take a while, so let's write gut. All right, let's go for the 16. Let's say you have the gold one, you have 40 rackets, a full reel, and it's 425. Let's say it's 250. Right? Save back to list, and then the tennis balls. I don't remember if I put tennis balls here for you. Nope. So let's add a new category called. Actually, where's the brand? Let's do the brand. I always do the brands first. It's pen. So pen is not here. See, there's not here. So let's add a new one called pen. Save. Okay. Catalog products. Oh, sorry. Catalog categories. Let's add a new one. Tennis balls. And you sell pen. New size. Can 3 balls. Can 4 balls. Case of 20 cans, 3 balls. Case 24 can, 3 balls. Oh, 3 balls. Alright, so let's just set it up here, save, and then let's add this product in your stock and in your library as well. So it's tennis balls, pen, I don't know what's the name, case 12. Oh no, the model. What was the model? Tennis balls. Let me get whatever pen. Pen championship. Let's get this guy. Okay. Here. Copy. Here. Extra booty. Standard case. Add product variation. You have it. I don't know. You have 10 cases of this, and it goes for $39.95. Save back to this. Well, now we're ready. Good to go. So what you do is basically you go to orders, and let's go for your first client, Blake O'Neill. All right, so let's go first customer here. Sorry, Mayo, Blake O. How do you do that? O'Neill. All right. Save. If you want to put his picture, you can. So, for example, let's say you have a picture of him. Let me find. I don't know. Blake O'Neill. Let's see who we get here. This guy. Let's say this guy is Blake O'Neill. All right. So this guy. Oh, save image as. downloads. Let's put it here, iStream, and let's say this is Blake O'Neill. So we go over here, select image, find whatever is your image. I guess it's under recent. No, downloads. This guy, iStream, Blake O'Neill. So you can do the zoom, position where you want it. Here's the guy, happy guy. There you go. So Blake is taking a demo, right? So we go under demo, and you could say, let's add a demo. The demo is pedal rackets, Viking, the standard model, standard color, standard size, save. So here's your demos available. So we're gonna do a checkout. It's the checkout was today. Let's say he checked that out on Monday. He expects to return to you by the 10th, 1 week, and we say Blake took it out. Blake O'Neill, checkout demo. So you can see that he's already doing the demo, right? If you charge for the demo, then yes, we will go on the orders and then add a product called demo with, I don't know, $5 charge, and then you can monitor there. Okay, so we could do this later on. Let's go for Carol Fraza. So we go to orders. I know Carol Fraza is not registered here, so new order. And then first thing you do is set the customer, and you add a new customer, female, Carol Fraza, save. And she's already added to the database, so you can do here Carol is going to list her up, save, no picture. We can go to her how do you say, to her account, not an account, to the customer field there, and change the picture. Okay, so a lot of information here. You have the order status is new, everything that is purple is new. Here's the customer for this order, the amount that she's purchasing for this order, where is the location of this order, so it's at what a racket. If there was a seller, status of the payment for this order, the amount of string jobs, the amount of products she purchased, the date that it was created, the dates that it is due. Here's a stringing jobs overview. Here are all the strings jobs that needs to be done. Here are the invoices, so you add whatever she's going to purchase, like labor, the cushion, and so forth. And if we click here, we go back to her account, and then here has a lot of information about her. So since we're here, let's do Carol Fraza. I don't know, whoever I find out over here, okay? Okay, Carol Fraza. This could be her. I don't know. Save image. You can change it after, okay? Carol Fraza. So we go over here, change her image, and then you're going to see that I go straight back to the order. Here we go. She looks happy. And if you want, you just click here, orders. There's her first order. We click over here, and we go back to the order. So what is she going to do? She's going to string job her Wilson Juice 108. I don't know if I have this racket, so let's add a service. And once you add a service, here's all the setup is the ID of the service, which is number 1. Status is new. Is due date on the February 5th. Here's the status, which you can click any changes. If you have an observation, click over here. You can print out the labels. And here you can do one by one to fill out the specs about the racket to be done. So whenever something is blue, means something needs to be done. Okay? Whenever the items here are white, means nothing needs to be done here. Okay? So you can either do these like one by one, or you can click here and you have the full form. Okay? And you will notice that we always have these buttons: invoice, that whenever you check it, it means I'm going to look if you have it in stock in your store. Okay. Otherwise, when you fill it out over here, it means the customer is not purchasing, but this is what he brought, and or this is what needs to be done. Okay. So we said it's a juice. Let's see if we have Wilson juice 108. Ooh, we don't have that. So we will have to add a new one, a new product. So I'll do the following. Um, Instead of going back to the catalog and lose this interface, we can go here to invoice and create a new product. And it's tennis racket, right? Where is racket? Racket by the brand Wilson is the Juice 108. Main color, I guess, was blue, right? Size, let's say for now 4 3/8 and so forth. Well, so we just added. I can go back to the service, click here on her service, click on full form, and if we type juice now, it's gonna show up the 108. Blue, racket size 3/8, and she wants, so let's say she's going to purchase, okay? So sensation, so we're doing from stock, so invoice, sensation, Wilson Sensation 16, color natural, size half a set, 50 pounds, no pre-stretch, and I'm going to charge here for the mains and here for the crosses. So instead of having to type it all over again, you just click on the blue, on the green button, and it fills out the same information and is already adding to the invoice. It's going to charge her 2 half a sets of Wilson Sensation, okay? And then head Hydra Sword. So how many knots? 4 knots or 2 knots or whatever you want. If she wants a specific time to be strung. Did it come with a dampener? Does the customer wants to buy a dampener and put on the racket? Are you supposed to put stencil? So I don't know, Wilson. Black. Cushion, yes, she's going to buy the cushion, and then here is the Hydrosorb. Comfort, black, size single unit. Does she want an overgrip or not? Stringer, we have to add a U in the system as a stringer. Delivery at Water Racket. Date, let's say she wants it for tomorrow, and she's going to pick it up at noontime. Okay, so we save, and here it already fills it out. Okay, so if you want to add it, you can, instead of going to the full form, you can click over here, and then you can edit whichever way you want. Okay, and we have the button here. Whenever you access the mains, you have this button to save the mains and apply the same setup to the crosses, or vice versa. You save the crosses and it applies to the mains. Okay, so here it is, pretty much it. If you're going to start stringing, you can click over here and you're already good to go. You're already stringing, all right? If she brought 2 rackets, you wouldn't need to add another service. You can just come over here and copy service. If you click here, it says how many service, just the same, you want to add. Okay, so you write a number and so forth. So let's say you strung and it's ready. I forgot to show you here the invoice. Is already charging the cushion. Head Hydrosorb Comfort for $4.95. 1 unit. If you want a discount, you can do it over here. And 2 half a sets of Wilson Sensation. Okay, and of course you would add your labor, right? So I forgot to create labor here. So let's check it out. Let's go to catalog and register your labor. So we have labor over here, and labor is from your store, Water Racket. And let's say this is racket. It's not size. It's store or tournament string. Okay. Store string. Because sometimes if you go tournament, you charge a bit more. So now I have to go under products and create a product which is the labor. I forgot to do that. So add a new product. It's labor from your store and tennis rackets. How do you call it? String job. Standard, you have both. Add product variation, you're gonna have it in stock, so I don't know, register 1,000 unit, 999 units of them. At the store, let's say you charge $20, and at the tournament you charge $24. Okay, save, back to list. I can click here on orders. You're going to see this is the first order you have. We can access the order from here, invoice, and we add an item to the invoice. So what is the item? It's a labor from Water Racket, is a string job, standard, store stringing, add, and here it is, labor. All right, so she owes you $35.95. All right, so the order is ready. If you want to click here, you can change it to done once she picks it up or she pays. So let's go to the other customer, which is Steve Hochstein. And it's going to string it up. So we go to orders, new order. This guy, which is brand new, is Steve. And this guy I have to copy, and let's say we didn't put his picture, okay? So Steve, keep it like this. Services, add a new service. And now instead of doing the full form, I'm going to do one by one, so you just check it out how it works. So Babolat PD 107. I don't know if we have that, but let's see. Peer Drive 107. Oh, there we go. I don't know which one it is, so I'm going to choose this. Standard, size 3/8, save. Mains is going to be MSV, and we're going to charge. So once we click on invoice, it means look up whatever product I have in stock, MSV. Blue, size half a set, I don't know, 45 pounds. Save mains and apply same setup to crosses. See, so it's already here. Change knots. What else? Ooh, no, actually it's on the main, on the crosses is prints. I'm sorry. So we're gonna charge here, and it's going to be prints and gold, half a set. Let's say it's 50 pounds for this guy. We don't want to apply to the mains because it's a hybrid. Okay, and he wants to buy a case of tennis balls. Invoice. So here the invoice, we have Prince Synthetic Gut, MSV, both are half a set. Here's the values, and let's add the tennis balls. So we go here, pen. Here it is, standard, size, add. Here we go. So he owes you $46.45. So you come here under services, click here on the racket, start stringing. There's the print labels here, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work out because, oh no, it is, because the developer already set it up the label for you. I forgot about that. So whenever we can customize the label for you. So here is the name of your customer, the order ID, the service ID, the racket, the strings, tension, pre-stretch, knots, stringer, time, if you're supposed to put stencil. So whenever there's an information, this is what it needs to be done. This does not matter if the guy is purchasing a product or other stuff. you're just really concerned about what do I have to do in this racket, okay? And here's a cool functionality. If you have a smartphone, you can you open a browser in the smartphone, access iString.online with your username and password, and from then on, if you just go to your camera and you scan this QR code, it automatically changes the service status to the next available one. So it goes from new, so let's say it's new, and then you scan it, it automatically changes to stringing. If you scan it again, it goes to ready, and if you scan it again, it goes to done. So if you keep scanning, it's just gonna stay at done. Okay, so once it reaches the last status, it doesn't change anymore. And if by mistake you change the status, all you have to do is go back to the order and change the status over here. Okay, so let's go back and let's say the customer Blake, he came back and he says, dude, I love the racket, the paddle Viking, I want to buy it. So you check it in, so the paddle is available, and you go to the orders and you create a new order for this customer Blake. So let's do Neil. See, it already shows up. Save. And he's not doing any string job. He's just buying a paddle racket. So you just write it over here. Color standard, size standard, add the item, and he needs to pay you 209. All right. So let's say he actually comes over and pay. So we can go over here, customer finance, add a payment, and let's say he paid, cancel, add a payment. We automatically put this option over here with the full value, and I did a boo-boo here. I have to put your payment types. So let's go to, it's under catalog, payments type. And what are the types of payments that you work with? Oh, you work with cash, check, I don't know, bank transfer, Venmo, PayPal, and whichever other type of payments you have, you just let us know and we'll keep it over there. So let's say you do this. So the more detail it is, the more drilled down the options are, the better it will be for you under your reports. Okay. So we go back to Blake O'Neill, we access the order, we go to invoice, he needs to pay you 209, so we go here, customer finance, add a payment, he's already here 209, let's say he paid you via Square, and once you click these options, did he pay credit card or debit card? Debit card, alright, so paid. If you put it here on due date, the software will monitor for you that on the February 5th is going to check if you have changed the status to paid or not. If it doesn't, it automatically changes to problem, and then you have to figure out what to do with the guy and charge the guy again. Okay, so save. So for this invoice, it's all set, and then you can change the status here to paid, save, and if it's good to go, you change the status to done. Right? Let's go back to your orders, and let's say you finished the Carol Fraza. You can either click here, or click here, and you access the order, or you can click here on this record ID number. It goes directly to the order and it loads the service for you. So you can go over here and says, oh, she came and she picked it up. Oh, is it paid? Yes, she paid. So let's add a payment. If you want to monitor payments here, okay? If you don't want to use this functionality, you don't need to. You can just come over here and say it's paid, right? Then we just don't monitor the payments for you. So let's say now that Sarah comes back and she wants to restring the racket. You can either from here, copy order, or you can come over here in orders, right? Create a new order, and you put the customer, Fraza, and here's the cool functionality. You go under services. You don't need to add a new service and fill it out all over again. You just click here, load previous services, and it's gonna show all the last string jobs she did, and it says, oh, this is the one I want to redo it. Click select, and here it is. Everything's already pre-filled out for you. All right, buddy? I hope you like it. If you have any questions, let me know. There's a lot of functionalities in this software, so I think you should tackle one functionality at a time. So one of them is basically just to register all your string jobs. Okay. If you have your customers buying stuff, since you sell paddles and tennis cans and all these things, you can do the catalog over here and register how, which products you have, the amount that you have, how much they cost. And then you just need to come over here, invoice, add the products. And if you want to manage payments, you can use this functionality. And if you don't, if you already have like a point of sale, you can just use the status here, paid or not paid. Okay. Like I said, there's a lot of functionalities. We have dashboards that have a lot of information regarding what's going on in your store. We have reports. We even have one which is restring. So you can say like polyester should be restrung every 4 weeks, regardless if the guy plays or not. And if the guy strings one of your rackets that is polyester, it's going to show up over here all the next restringing suggestions. So it's very cool, this functionality. So if she strung today on April, not on April, on February 6th, she should restring it by April 9th. Very cool functionality for you to bring back your customers, okay? Bring them back to the store. So I would say take your time, take a look at it, and we'll go from there, okay? I'll send you my WhatsApp number. I'm not sure if you have WhatsApp. If you don't, you can find me by email as well. Okay, Bob? Thanks a lot.